So, Formula One, or motorsport for that matter, is probably the most high-profile sport in the world not to feature in the Summer Olympics. I mean, in the past we have seen battling between nations of motorsporting glory, A1GP being the obvious example. There has been talk of it in the past, especially back in 2012 when the IOC, the International Olympic Committee, formally recognised the governing body of motorsport, the FIA. But what would a form of motorsport look like in the Olympic Games? Now, first things first, the race would have to be about the competitor and not engineering, which means we'd probably be stuck with a spec series race. Whether that's Formula 2 or just the same F1 car, we'd wait and have to see. And now, before people say, oh, it's the cars that do the work, let's take a look at equestrian, for example. The horse doing most of the work, and what's the difference between that horsepower and this horsepower? Now, we need a place to race at. If we're going to go off the basis this is be for the upcoming Olympics in Tokyo, then the Fuji Speedway would probably be the best option for the Games, given its close proximity to the city of Tokyo. Now, I know a race at Suzuka will probably be more epic, but remember, it's the Tokyo Olympics, we need to keep it close to Tokyo. Now finally, we need drivers to represent their countries. This here shows nationality representation in Formula 1. Now for a country like Australia with only one F1 driver, we can just use Formula 2's Oscar Piastri to fill the seat alongside Daniel Ricciardo. Now for the Team GB seats, those will probably be filled by two of Lewis Hamilton, Lando Norris or George Russell. Driving for France would probably be Pierre Gasly and Esteban Ocon, although those two do have not the best relationship between each other. For Spain it would probably be Fernando Alonso and Carlos Sainz, and for Germany it would probably be Sebastian Vettel and Mick Schumacher, and so on and so forth for other nations. So that's just about the top of it for today's video. If you think F1 should be in the Olympics, leave a comment below, subscribe if you're new, leave a like if you enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you later.